everyone, it's Megan here from Meghan Makes Do, and today I'm going to show you how to make a trapezoid shape, which is used in my new blanket pattern called the Winnie Blanket, where it's a series of hexagons and trapezoids. For today's tutorial, we're going to be using Vanna's Choice in white and mustard, since we are going to be making the version that I used for the Winnie Blanket, as well as a size H 5mm crochet hook. This one is from Boye. So to start, we're going to take our white yarn and we're going to make a slip knot, and then we're going to chain 4. So then we're going to be working into this 4th chain from the hook, and these 3 chains are going to become our first stitch. So our very first row, we're going to create 5 double crochets into that 4th chain from the hook. And for the trapezoid, we're going to be working in rows back and forth, and your chain 3 will always count as one of the stitches in that row. So we have 4, 5 for a total of 6 for the first row. Okay, and then you can always pull your slip knot a little bit tighter if you want, but this is row 1. Okay, so you should have 5 double crochets plus your chain 3. So then we're going to chain 3 again. Again, it's going to count as a stitch, but we're also going to be working right into this first stitch here. So for row 2, we chain 3. We're going to work 2 double crochet into the first stitch. And then we're going to create a corner here, and all corner stitches are going to be a double crochet, chain 2, and then you're going to double crochet back into that same stitch that you did the first double crochet, and that's going to create one of the corners of your trapezoid. We're going to just do 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then we're going to work our next corner. So again, work 1 double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet back into that same stitch. Okay, so we've got 2 stitches left. We've got the last double crochet and then the chain 3 from the previous row. So we're going to work 2 double crochet into this next stitch and 1 double crochet into our chain 3 space. And I like to go through both sides of the chain stitch. It can be a little tricky to get it first. So sometimes what I find is helpful is to go into the bump and put your hook into the bump and then push it through like this to get it through those 2 spots. Okay, so that is row 2, and you can see that our trapezoid is starting to form, and we are going to have 4 sides. So for round 3, we're going to chain 3, still counts as a stitch in our stitch count, and then we're going to double crochet into these next 4 stitches. So here's the first one, work a double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll notice that that 4th one, we're actually going into one of the stitches that created the corner in the previous row. So now we've come to the chain 2, and we're going to work directly around this chain 2, and we're going to make another corner. So remember, it's a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. So we've made another corner, and then we're going to work 3 double crochet across the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and again, make another corner directly into the chain 2 space, which is double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. All right, and now we're going to do 3 double crochet, and then we're going to do 2 double crochet into that last chain stitch. 2, 3, and then 2 double crochet again into the tricky chain stitch. So there's 1, 2. Okay, so that's what we'll have at the end of row 3. For row 4, we're going to chain 3, and this time we're doing 6 double crochet across that first side. 1, whoop, 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 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, as always, into the chain 2 is where we're going to make double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into that chain 2 space from the previous row. Okay, so you can see that there's a pattern here. We had 3 stitches in the last row, now we have 5. We're always going to be increasing the number of stitches on each side by 2. And that will help us get a nice trapezoid shape, or half hexagon shape, if whatever you prefer to call it. But we are really wanting to get the largest edge as straight and as flat as we can. Okay, so I've just worked my second corner, and now I'm going to double crochet 5. Let's see, that was 3. Whoops. 4, 5, and again we're going to work 2 double crochets into the top of that chain 3 from the previous row. 1, 2, and here I'm going to stop, and this is where, if you're making the Winnie blanket, you're going to switch color. So we've done our first 4 rows of white, and now I'm going to pick up my mustard. Okay, and how we do that, so I stopped before I did that, my last yarn over and pull through, and I'm actually going to do that last one with the mustard, and then I can give a little tug on the white to kind of pull it tight. Okay, so for row 5 we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to do 8 double crochet. And again, we're always working into that first stitch. So it's basically like having 2 stitches in there with your chain 3. And we're always going to end with 2 double crochet into the chain 3 of the previous row. Okay, and again, we're going to switch back to white here. Okay, so here I am at the end of row 5 with the mustard. I'm going to pick back up and use my white to finish off and do that last yarn over and pull through. And then again, I'm going to chain 3 and I'm going to work 10 double crochet across this side of the trapezoid. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to be working 2 double crochet into the top of this chain 3 and then changing back to my mustard color for that last pull through. And then we'll do row 7 and then we will be done. So switch to your mustard color, pull on that white to pull it tight, chain 3, turn, and this time we're working 12 double crochet across that first side. Okay, so we're going to work our last 2 stitches into the top of the chain 3 from the previous row. And since this is our last row, we're going to go ahead and cut our yarn and pull it through. So then all you'll need to do is weave in your ends, and as you can see, you've got this perfectly shaped trapezoid. So again, this trapezoid shape and this color change is specific to the Winnie Blanket pattern, which you can find at the link in the description. And then the full pattern also includes the video tutorial as well and instructions for the hexagons. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. You can find links to the yarn and the hook that I used in the description as well as links to my blog and Instagram if you want to follow me along there. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and just know also you can do solid color and you wouldn't do the color change. You could have a solid shaped trapezoid as well. So thanks for watching.